and he never intentionally tried to hurt people.
I never intentionally tried to hurt you. I never even said your name until this case came to court. I didn't even really know who you were until a couple years ago when all this started up. The internet had a lot of questions. I had questions. And over that 6-7 year period before I got sued, or 6-year period, it's clear you can see the whole progression of us, the few times we covered it, trying to actually find out what happened.
How you doing, everybody? Hope you've been taking care. I guess I haven't done a video in quite some time, so I thought I'd do a video here and just chime in on the latest scripted BS that hits the airwaves on a daily basis. Well, that was that was the big talk there a few weeks back. Alex and the big court drama, and of course we all know that it's all scripted theater, like everything else in the world. Politics and everything. And it's guys like Alex Jones. I used to listen to him. Back in the day. 2008. And, he always used to appeal to me that he would call them all out, call them scum and all that stuff, and I kind of was, found that appealing. And then, and then you realize, what controlled opposition. I didn't know what controlled opposition was back in that time, and he always gave me that actor vibe anyway. But even to call them controlled opposition is kind of not really accurate. He's just another actor, cast in the role to, make people who understand what the system is, that it's a deception. He's there to make those people look ridiculous and make them look insane. And there's been a lot of demonization of people who question the system, especially the last couple of years, since 2020. And they really stepped up their game. Alex, just take whatever he told you, folks. I mean, he gives you the illusion that he's against the system, but, I don't count anything that, these people that mix, a little truth with the lies. I don't give them any credibility whatsoever. The truth movement has been just saturated with so much morbid, ghoulish BS, especially in the last, since 2016. I did videos back in 2016, telling the truth community to ignore what the system was putting into the truth community. And I did videos back then, and people would get very angry for me telling them the truth. They hit the truth community with so many psyops back in 2015, 2016, and I did videos about that. And I called them the truth cult. They weren't, these people love to, they want to be told the truth, but when you tell them the truth, they get very upset. And I was pretty much, people would come on my videos, saying take the videos down, and I was trying to pull them back. So many psyops, and the truth community's never really recovered since 2016. There were a few major psyops that they ran, and it is what it is. It's all this stuff is meant to be. Only a few of us are given the eyes to see, ears to hear all of this. And it's a higher power that gives it to you, folks, because I don't see anything on YouTube anymore, any of these other platforms telling you how it is. The truth community, they still believe that some of this stuff is real. They don't understand that all the world's a stage, and it's not just some of the times, it's all the time. Everything is scripted. All the political scandals, the Hollywood scandals, they're all scripted for, psychological manipulation. And, again, the true elite are the people that had the eyes to see, it's a higher power that gives you the eyes to see, ears to hear. And it's not me. I can just be, the messenger, But I can't give you the understanding. Like nobody on this earth can give you the understanding. It's a higher power, you know. I just don't see a lot of truth on the truth movement anymore, I called them the truth cult. I got out of the cult a long time ago, They get very angry when you tell them the truth, even though they want the truth. So, just my take on that, the old Alex theater. It's quite hilarious.
Yes. Mr. Trump,
Yes,
are you Batman?
I am Batman.
So don't take my word for it when I say all the world's a stage, because they're doing everything they can. They're showing you, they're telling you that all the world's a stage. So you have the Don saying that he's Batman. Then you have Joe's biography here, where his middle name is Robinette. So you have Batman and Robin, folks. I mean, do you understand the world that you live in by now? Because they're doing everything they can to tell you that you live in a scripted reality. And Joe is literally called an actor in this IMBD. He's been on a couple of TV shows because they're all actors. They're all reading a script. They all have their gimmicks and personas, and they all have their roles that they're groomed at a young age to have on the world stage. Anybody on the world stage, I refer to them as court jesters or entertainers. Well, what is a court jester? A court jester was a member of the household of a nobleman or a monarch employed to entertain, keyword entertain, guests during the medieval and Renaissance eras. Jesters entertained with a wide variety of skills. Principal among them were song, music, and storytelling, but many also employed acrobatics, juggling, and telling jokes, and even performing magic tricks. So, fast forward to 2022, your court jesters now, they wear $1,000 suits. They go on stage, they go on CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, whatever, and they tell you that your vote counts. They tell you to participate. They give you intrigue, they give you conflict, they give you drama, they give you strife, scandal. When you think about, just think about a television show where nobody watches. Well, it goes off the air. Well, this is what they do. They have to keep the public entertained. They have to keep the public, talking about this stuff at work and at the breakfast table and whatever. And they tell you, participate in the system, your vote counts. Well, I think we all know now that, this stuff is, like politics is like, professional sports and pro wrestling. It's scripted entertainment. The outcomes are all predetermined. They, like pro wrestlers, they put on a show for the cameras. They make it look like they're in combat with each other. Well, in fact, that they're actually working together. And that's what these people do. That's what these politicians do. They look like they're fighting each other, but they're actually working together. It's all, it's the show for the cameras, you know what I mean? And they have to put on a show. They have to keep the public entertained. Everything that they wear, everything that they say, everything that they do, you're meant to see it, folks. There's no hot mics, there's no gaffes, there's no misspeaking. Every single thing that you see and hear, you're meant to see it. It's all for public consumption, because they tell you that all the world's a stage.
Kept asking, well, I thought you're innocent until proven guilty in criminal or civil trial. She goes, well, this is a special case. I say he's guilty. She read that to the jury. I say Alex Jones is guilty. And now you're going to decide how guilty he is. And And then they get up there and put all these edited videos out, completely out of context. I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said.
What else could he be but a jester? A jester? A jester? A funny idea, a jester. No butcher, no baker, no candlestick maker, and me with the look of a fine undertaker impressed her. As a jester?
And he's like this. And we will, I need water. Help me. I need water. Help.
Stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive. All right. And the decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of of Ukraine. Iraq, anyway. 75.
Supremacists, Nazi sympathizers, carrying Nazi flags.
You know, he was a comedian who played the president on TV. And this is the role of a lifetime. He should get an Academy Award and many other awards for what it is that he's doing this. He's a natural.
But we are transferring power from Washington, D.C., and giving it back to you, the people.
And we give it back to you, the people.
Opposite, Mr. Speaker, I want to thank everybody here, and hasta la vista, baby. Thank you.
I'm Giacomo, my fame before me rings, the king of jesters and jester of a king.